I'm Debbie Baer. I'm a licensed marriage and family therapist and addiction specialist.
And I'm Mary Fredericksen, and I'm a recovery coach and an interventionist.
And we're Sage Counseling and Coaching. We want to talk today a little bit about the process of an intervention and what we do and how we do it. We believe that intervention is a process, not an event. What do you think is unique about our
interventions,
yeah.
how we go about interventions?
Mm-hmm.
So I think that the biggest piece is that we definitely want to encourage family to, as quickly as possible, involve the person of concern. And that's something that comes to people as a surprise at first. They feel as if, they need to really do a lot of communication behind the person of concern's back. So we really encourage them to involve the person of concern as quickly as possible, and we help guide them and help them understand how to involve them.
Right. We'll tell them, leave books on the table that talk about the fact that they're trying to figure out how to help them. Tell them that they're meeting with us and that it's a fully transparent process. It's hard to think that somebody will show up when they know that they're going to be talked about and that what's going on with them that's going to be talked about. But you'd be amazed at how many people will show up. And it's just such a great process, don't you think?
Absolutely. I think about it gives the person of concern an opportunity to warm up to the idea.
Mm-hmm.
And you may know this already, but oftentimes the person of concern is really defensive and they want to minimize and rationalize their use. But family members just slowly but surely saying, look, we can't continue to live like we've been living. We're talking to professionals because we need some guidance on how to get out from the way we've been living.
Yeah, even sometimes the person of concern won't even go to treatment right away. But what we tell the family members and the person of concern is that we're in their lives for 6 months. And what we know to be true is the person of concern eventually goes to treatment, eventually addresses the issue. And what happens is that everybody learns a lot about themselves, about recovery, and what it's like to live a life free of chemicals.
Yep. Yeah, and so, like Debbie just mentioned, we're with you for a long period of time, and that one of the things we found is, as a result of involving the person of concern early on, it's a matter of time. But eventually, they end up making a decision for themselves where they feel as if they might have a little bit of say in this whole process.
Yeah.
That they feel respected and that they are part of the decision making as to what's going to happen and how this unfolds. And so, there's some work that happens behind the scenes where we are talking to the family members and identifying who the most effective people in their life are to help guide and influence the person of concern into making a decision to get the help.
Right.
And we will have meetings with those individuals. But eventually what ends up happening is the person of concern, comes to terms with the fact that, now is the time. I really do need to change the way I'm living. And by the time they make that decision, they are more receptive to treatment. They show up ready, where, when it's more of, we're going to tell you what you need to do and give an ultimatum, they show up at treatment and they may be defensive and angry, and they miss out on really valuable treatment time.
Right, if it's a surprise and they feel ganged up on. This is a respectful way to really help somebody start to really understand that they need help, because sometimes they don't realize it. And the fact that somebody needs to hit bottom or needs to want it in order to get well is just not true. Is that nobody wants to be miserable, nobody wants to be stuck, nobody wants to be in the throes of addiction, and that's just the truth. And so we help people find the way out, and we help family members, love them and treat them with the love that they deserve.
Yeah, so we hope you contact us and that we are able to help assist and facilitate an intervention that gets everybody the help they need.
We love what we do, and thank you so much for listening.